Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Yesterday, on March 15, 2024, I was driving my van along Old Route 66, which is a frontage road to the I-40 at about mile marker 320 west of Tucumcari, New Mexico. There was a police roadblock, so I stopped and I observed a crashed police cruiser on my left. Two officers approached my van wearing bulletproof vests, shouting, "Get out of the car!" Two guns were drawn and pointed directly at me. I knew this was a serious situation and I knew I was in peril. One wrong move, such as appearing to brandish a weapon, could lead to my death. So I kept my hands in sight and let the officers know exactly what I was doing. If I was going to reach for a door handle, for example, I would ask permission first. Nobody needs to die. I stepped out of the vehicle and they advised me they're going to search the vehicle. I was silent. In the video I produced, the comments were overwhelmingly criticizing the officers for violating my constitutional rights. Here are some of the comments. "They violated your Fourth Amendment right. An officer down does not nullify your constitutional right. Your ancestors that fought for your rights did it for nothing. You are no patriot. Stand up for your rights. Criminals on patrol will be criminals on patrol. Sounds like they owe you an apology and some money. Yeah, I don't care who was shot. Your rights are not to be trampled on. I'd file a lawsuit." And there were many, many more like this. And you can read them yourself by going to the link to the YouTube short below and checking out the comment. But let me say something. If I get pulled over for a taillight out and the officer asks to search my vehicle, I will decline and let them know that probable cause is necessary before they search. But this is a very different situation, and here's why. Let me explain what happened, which should shed some light on the situation. Convicted felon Jeremy Smith was traveling west on I-40 and had a flat tire at about mile 320 west of Tucumcari at around 5 a.m. on March 15, 2024. He was trying to flag down motorists to help him, which failed, but word got to the police and Officer Justin Hare was dispatched. When he arrived at the scene, Smith approached Officer Hare's police cruiser on the passenger side. Officer Hare offered Smith a ride into town. For no apparent reason, Smith pulled out a gun and shot Officer Hare in cold blood. He walked around to the driver's side, shot Hare again, then pushed him aside, then climbed into the driver's seat of the patrol car. He drove for about 2 miles to mile 320 and crashed the police cruiser and escaped on foot. So we have a murderer on the loose and officers trying to find him before he harms someone else. Like me, for example. Okay, so why am I happy that the officers pulled me out of my vehicle and searched it? Well, the suspect could have stopped me and asked for help, jumped in, pointed a gun at me, and said when we came to the roadblock, "Just tell the cops you're alone and everything is cool or I will kill you." Since the cops pulled me out of the car and searched it, that wasn't going to be a possibility and I wasn't going to be killed by the suspect. So for all you dillweeds saying my rights were violated and I should sue the police, here's what I have to say to you. Go F yourselves. You don't understand the situation, and you don't understand law enforcement protocol when it comes to a murderer on the loose in the area. They must pull drivers out of the vehicle for their protection, and they must search the vehicle. The driver might be lying for fear of being shot, and you have to understand that since I was driving a larger van, there were plenty of places to hide in the back. And there are other precious comments trying to blame the officer, and here are a couple of the unbelievable winners. What did the cop do wrong to start this? Police shot while driving down the road. Not true. What was he doing wrong? Sounds like a hit. So these clowns are trying to blame the officer who was simply trying to help a stranded motorist. I just have one thing to say to you. Go F yourselves. And while you're at it, why don't you try to explain to Officer Hare's loved ones what happened if you are so knowledgeable. So there you have it. I offer this video as food for thought regarding removing a driver from a car and searching it under special circumstances. The officer's deeds, in my opinion, offered potential protection from harm to me in a dangerous situation. No, I'm not going to sue anyone because I recognize exactly what was happening in that special situation. Officer Justin Hare, 35 years old, is survived by his girlfriend and 2 children. My deepest condolences go to them and all who are affected by this tragic loss. And yes, I'm a patriot. Until next time, be nice, stand up for your rights, and thanks for watching.